All right, let's jump right in. If you've ever run a Google Ads campaign, you know this feeling. It's this constant tug of war, right? You're trying to keep your cost per click nice and low, but at the same time, you've got this burning desire to see your ad right there in that number one spot. But what if that whole fight is built on a shaky foundation?
I mean, we're always told that being number one is everything. It's the goal. But in the world of Google Ads, what if I told you that that race to the top might actually be a really expensive trap for your business? Today, we're going to break down exactly why chasing that top ad position could be seriously hurting your bottom line.
So first, let's talk about this obsession, this almost universal need to be at the top of the page. We're calling it the race to number one.
And here's the thing, a lot of the time the problem is emotional. It's about ego. You know the feeling, you see a competitor's ad sitting above yours, and your gut reaction is to outbid them, just to knock them down a peg. We let that competitive fire completely cloud what the data is trying to tell us about what's actually profitable. So to really get to the bottom of this, we need to make sure we're all speaking the same language. We need to define the terms of the fight. So let's start by understanding the key players here. First up, you've got your cost per click, or CPC. This one's pretty simple. It's the price you pay every single time someone clicks on your ad. You can almost think of each click as buying a little moment of a potential customer's attention. The real question, though, is how much is that moment truly worth to your business? And on the other side of the ring, you have ad position. This is just where your ad shows up on the page. Now, the key thing to get here is that ad position isn't random. It's all determined by a special metric called ad rank. And that's absolutely crucial because it's not just about who's got the deepest packets. And that idea of ad rank is the perfect way to get into our next section. Look, to understand how to win the game, you gotta know how the game is played. So let's pull back the curtain and take a peek inside the Google auction. This right here, this is the secret sauce. Your ad rank isn't just about how much you're willing to bid. It's your maximum bid multiplied by your quality score and the impact of your ad extensions. And this is a total game changer because a high quality score can mean you actually pay less than a competitor but still rank higher. In fact, every single time someone searches, Google's algorithm is looking at these 5 key things. It looks at your bid, sure, but it's also looking at the quality of your ad and your landing page, certain minimum thresholds, the user's specific context, like where they are or what device they're on, and the impact of your ad formats. It's this super complex calculation that happens in the blink of an eye. Now let's zoom in on that quality score for just a second. This is basically Google's way of leveling the playing field. It's designed to reward you for having ads that are actually relevant and for providing a good user experience. This system literally stops advertisers from just buying their way to the top with a massive budget. Relevance really, really matters. Okay, let's make this real with a quick example. Take a look at this table. You've got 5 companies competing. Now, to get a top spot above the organic search results, you need an ad rank of at least 40. So company A and B, with their scores of 80 and 50, they're in. They get those top spots. But companies C and D, they don't hit that 40 threshold. They do hit the minimum of 8 to show up below the search results, so that's where they land. And poor company E, with a rank of just 5, sorry, their ad doesn't get shown at all. All right, so now we get the mechanics of the auction, but this is where we get to the core of this entire thing. This is the big twist that might just change how you run your campaigns forever. Let's talk about the conversion rate myth. I really want you to let this one sink in for a moment. There is no correlation between conversion rates and ad ranks. Think about what that means. It means that being in position number 1 doesn't automatically mean you're going to get more sales or more leads. All that money, all that effort you're spending to claw your way to the top might not be impacting your actual business goals one bit. This comparison really gets to the heart of the strategic shift we're talking about. On the left, you've got the old way of thinking. It's all about ego, chasing that number 1 position no matter what it costs. But on the right, you have the smart way, focusing on data, chasing profit by hitting your cost per action and return on ad spend targets. See, in this model, your ad position isn't the goal, it's just the results of a profitable strategy. So what does this actually mean for you for your campaigns right now? It means it's time to adopt a whole new mantra. It's time to bid for profit, not for position. This is probably the single most important takeaway from all of this. You need to stop obsessing over your ad position as if it's the main goal. Instead, focus on the inputs you can actually control to make your campaigns profitable, and just let your ad position be the natural outcome of doing things right. So what should you be obsessing over? These things.
your target cost per action, your product margin, the quality of your landing page experience, and, of course, your overall return on ad spend. These are the numbers that actually drive a healthy, growing business.
And please don't fall into the trap of thinking that if you're not number one, you're basically invisible. You will still get plenty of clicks in position 2, 3, or even 4. The real goal, the only game worth playing, is to make sure that the price you pay for those clicks leads to a profitable outcome for your business. That's it.
So we'll leave you with this one question to take back to your team, to your own campaigns. Take a hard, honest look at your strategy and your reports and ask yourself this: is your ad budget chasing ego, or is it chasing profit?